chair and just have the camera aimed at your feet.
Oscar the football, huh?
I've done a lot of weird shit in my life, Gary. This is a new one.
Sorry.
Yeah, surprise.
Hey, did you talk to those guys?
Feels good. Alright, you're good. And then you can just put your helmet. If you have anything you want to change?
No, man.
Alright, you're good to go.
Yeah, it feels pretty tight all the way around, so it's good.
Okay, I'm Chief Master Sergeant Matthew Pipes.
Can you spell your first and last name for us?
First name M-A-T-T-H-E-W. Last name Pipes, P-I-P-E-S.
Perfect. And what is your job title?
I am the 555th AMU Superintendent.
Excellent. How do you like that?
It's awesome. It's a great privilege to lead the airmen that make the mission happen.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So the first question I have for you is, what is the importance of missions such as NATO's enhanced air policing for the 31st AMXS?
For our squadron, we're responsible to produce combat capabilities every day to the operator, and the importance of that here with the NATO Enhanced Air Policing mission is showcasing our readiness and our ability to respond to the threats out there that keep our nation and our partners safe.
Perfect. what type of training has been accomplished during NATO's enhanced air policing?
So we knew this was coming, so what we did to prepare our folks was to practice our ability to respond. The enhanced air policing mission requires us to respond rather quickly, so we've had some training events where we've practiced our response capability and getting our timing down.
Excellent. And were you guys able to accomplish that?
Absolutely. We had several training sessions that honed our skills. We rotated folks out to give them that exposure, and we timed ourselves, and we did those kind of things to make sure that we were ready to go.
Perfect. What's the most beneficial part for airmen while participating in missions such as these?
I would say the most beneficial piece for our airmen is knowing that they have a piece to the big picture and to the mission, connecting themselves from what they do to the end goal. And so, producing combat capability requires a lot of facets, a lot of AFSCs, and I think each one of them produce something important to the mission, and knowing how they fit into the bigger picture is really, I think, very beneficial to them.
Okay, sir, can you go ahead and state your first and last name?
Yep, Captain John Garrison.
Perfect. And can you spell that for me?
Yep, John Garrison, call sign Gary, Gary.
Perfect. And what is your job title?
I am the Thracian Viper Project Officer and an instructor pilot in the F-16.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the first question. What is NATO's enhanced air policing?
So enhanced air policing is where another NATO member nation helps the primary nation in that country with the peacetime air policing mission. So enhanced air policing means that we're here as an additive force to ensure and reassure our NATO allies, as well as bolster that peacetime mission, demonstrating to other countries in the region that NATO is one team, one fight, and we basically add in an additional alert capability for that country to enhance the air policing mission, which basically protects NATO airspace from unauthorized entry by flight plans or airplanes that don't have commercial entry or approved entry into that airspace.
Excellent.
Because a lot of work goes in, and it's not just us showing up and starting the engines to go over. So crews will usually show up a couple hours before their start time of when they're on alert, and then they'll brief with their crew chiefs to allow the weapons folks and also our crew chiefs and maintenance folks to know what the plan for the day is. They're going to brief with the Bulgarian controllers because, like I said, we have integrated with Bulgaria, so they are our airborne controllers to tell us where to go. So we have a pre-brief with them, and then we also brief our pilots, so a two-ship brief, which is going to take about 45 minutes. And then lastly, what we're looking to do is go to the aircraft, physically start them up beforehand, get an alignment, make sure our radars work, make sure our targeting pods work, turn on the airplanes, which takes a whole half hour to get all the airplanes ready so that when that bell goes off at alert, I am ready to go.
How would this impact the readiness of the ship on the port?
So this is actually really, really good for us. The crews that we've brought out here is a great mix of experienced and inexperienced. So we've selected a lot of inexperienced folks where this is their first fighter assignment, and in both maintenance and ops, where this is kind of the first time they're in the operational world. And this is a good way to transition and build combat habit patterns and combat reps. So when they've come out here, we've loaded up live missiles, we've loaded up live ammunition in the gun, we've loaded up live flares. So those pilots not only get to practice with that every day and get familiar with that, so that the next time they're in the AOR downrange, they've already had reps doing this. And then we've got our experienced people here to make sure we have the right mix, the right amount of, I've seen this before, I've deployed, this is how we do this left and right. It's a huge takeaway for our readiness because we can now have that capability at home, and all of the folks from the crew chiefs to our LRS folks bringing gas to our pilots now have that quick reaction capability, and it's a certified upgrade that we're going to continue to hold for the NATO Enhanced Air Policing mission. Because Bulgaria is a shining example in this region of a country that is a NATO member, a NATO ally, B, it's a country that's chosen to engage and be a member in the European Union, and it's been a huge partner with the US for a long, long time. When we were attacked on 9/11, Bulgaria was one of the first countries to send troops in support in response to 9/11 over to Afghanistan. When we were in Iraq, Bulgaria was hand in hand with us there sending troops. This is just a continuing chapter in our relationship with Bulgaria on a bilateral level and a NATO level. So it helps the United States a lot, and it shows Bulgaria and other countries in the region that if you choose to engage with NATO allies or with the European Union, you're going to have support and backing with us. The Enhanced Air Policing mission is a excellent platform for that because it demonstrates that you are not only responsible for your sovereign territory defense on your own, that other nations that are NATO member nations will be there with you to enhance that and guard not only your territory, but NATO territory. So we send a solid membership and continue to demonstrate that the NATO partnership is not dead, it's very much alive, and that we mean business when you are a member of NATO. And just because the United States is not physically connected with the European allies by geography, that doesn't mean that we can't be there to stand with those NATO member nations, and enhanced air policing is the primary way we do that. Yes, one screen.